Hi guys and welcome to our Mathematics Form 5 Chapter 4. This is the chapter that I like most is taxation. Okay, what I say is I like for it because compared to insurance, I prefer is their calculation. Okay, the explanation for the tax, yes, quite long, but actually I like the calculation because it's very easy compared to insurance. Okay, so first, okay, each chapter is more important, very important. Okay, compared to insurance, these two chapters important because in future you use for it. Okay, now, okay, including our life now, also kena cukai. You know why? Because when we want buy something, okay, kita beli satu benda, kita akan kena cukai. Apa? Kena cukai, cukai this one sales tax, service tax, cukai barang, cukai perkhidmatan. Okay, so taxation. What is taxation? It's a process of revenue collection from individuals or companies, used in country development by providing various facilities, for example, education, healthcare, national security, welfare, for the well-being of all citizens. Okay, so taxation is used for development. Okay, our country's developments. So how the tax going on? So people will pay the tax, and tax will be managed by government. Okay, government has their own department, and each department will take the tax as their own income, and to develop country. Okay, whatever is in any parts of the sector. Okay, every part of sector they have tax. They're using tax to improve each sector development. Okay, either in improving facilities or anything. Okay, and because country now is developed, so people can have the prosperity to be shared among. Okay, so people will have the prosperity kemakmuran. Okay, to get the welfare. Okay, all the good things. Okay, kebajikan. So why we need to do the taxation? It's a source of government revenue. If tax is not going, okay, government you don't have money to improve anything in our country. For example, our hospital facilities, road transport, road also, our education also. If no tax is ongoing, no impose the tax, so anything only can do is just wait, because they don't have this kind of things. So taxation is a government policy implementation tool. So every taxation, okay, is agreed by the parliament. Okay, not like one country that's very beautiful country. Okay, I don't think, okay, but I think they have parliament to agree to approve all the taxation, okay, the policy. But the problem is sometimes go one people that is very, I may say that is very DUMB, I don't know how to say the word. Okay, they will do the taxation in their own mood, in their own feelings. So in our country, our taxation was agreed by parliament. Okay, and also the taxation is control of sales of goods or service. Okay, Today we want to control everything, okay, to make sure all the goods and service can keep going in a safe way, in a smooth way. So will be not happening like the things is the transaction is too oftenly happen. Okay, and also as a financial tool to stabilize the economy. Okay, that is a best explanation purpose of taxation. How is the tax revenue used in education, healthcare, social welfare, infrastructure and public facilities, agriculture and industrial, national security and defense, development? Okay, these several sectors, they will use tax revenue to use in their own sector. Education, textbook. Why textbook is free? Because okay, your parents, you pay the tax, okay, to do what? Okay, to help the country education. So you can use the free books. All the books are free, textbook, but you need to take care of it. Okay, whenever okay the books, the condition is very bad, okay, please take care of it. Okay, good or bad, okay, just take care of it until the syllabus change. Healthcare, okay, if you go to clinic, okay, you have the possibility that okay you have the means that can enjoy 1 ringgit treatment. 1 ringgit treatment. Why? Cow hospital just pay 1 ringgit for the orang tua, keluarga emas, okay, is free. For the kids, also free. Of adults, okay, 1 ringgit. Social welfare, like STR, SARA, all that. This is called social welfare. Infrastructure, okay, like roads, kemudahan awam, public facilities, agriculture, national security and defense development. That's all. Okay, and the important thing is we need to know what types of the taxes, okay, on our country, in our country. Okay, these 5 basic taxes is we gotta learn for it, for our maths only. Okay, in our future, not just these 5 basic taxes and others taxes will going on to you and me. Okay, we need to know. Later we know more about taxes. Now it just go for basic. Okay, first is income tax, cukai pendapatan. Pendapatan yang diperolehi oleh individu atau syarikat bergaji. Okay, and this income tax will be collected by lembaga hasil dalam negeri. Road tax, okay, road tax, the tax imposed on pengguna jalan raya yang memiliki kenderaan termasuk motosikal dan kereta. Okay, and road tax will be collected by Road Transport Department. Property assessment tax, okay, tax imposed on all holdings properties, semua hartanah pegangan. And this thing cukai pintu lah. Cukai pintu will be collected by the local authority. For example, Majlis Bandaraya Sereman, Majlis Perbandaran Petaling Jaya. Quit rent, okay, cukai tanah, okay, tax imposed on owner of the land and is collected by the state land office, penjabat tanah dan galian. Okay, and last thing, okay, everyone you kena this thing. When you buy something, you kena this tax, sales and service tax. Tax imposed on goods and taxable service. And all the tax not just go for the shops for their income, but actually all the tax is collected by Royal Malaysia Custom Department, Jabatan Custom Diraja Malaysia. Okay, so when you go to airport, okay, some shop, they cannot, all the goods is not impose tax, not taxed. So you can buy the things in original price and no tax are be charged. This is 5 types of taxes. This is for bahasa Melayu. This is for bahasa Cina. Okay. And now we need to know how to calculate this one. How do we calculate the income tax? Okay. First, okay, you need to calculate the chargeable income. Later on, you calculate the income tax, subtract the tax rebate, and we need to know what is the income tax payable by us. Okay, so first thing, we go for calculate chargeable income. What is chargeable income? Chargeable income, okay, using our total annual income. Okay, what is total annual income? Total annual income can be in wages, salaries, bonus, dividends, interest, rentals, royalties, premiums. But for petrol or transport allowance, all the subsidies, benefits and allowance, all that not included in the total annual income. Okay, by using our total annual income, all you can do, okay, we subtract the total annual income by tax exemption in form of gifts, donation, contribution to government or various organizations such as state library, okay, public library, all that, okay, we have the tax exemption. Okay, we give the donation to one organization. Okay, that money you can be subtracted, can use in the tax exemption. But these expenses may be tax exempted, but are subjected to certain limits in amount. So not just say that, okay, if your tax income is much like that, so you donate the money much like that, cannot. Tak boleh pakai macam ni. Ada limit, ada had. Okay, and then total annual income already subtracted by this one, tax exemption, and also can be subtracted by tax relief, pelepasan cukai. Items or expenses which are not taxed for the benefit of the individual or family members, like EPF, medical treatment, education fees. Like when you are working, but now you are actually working and you study for further, for doctorate, for PhD. Okay, that fees, okay, you can say that that's a tax relief because you study, the money that you use is for yourself, for your knowledge, for your own career. So the tax relief you include for this one. EPF, every workers you have this account, EPF account. Okay, but this tax relief, okay, depend on the policy set by government and may change from year to year. This is, you need to know how to calculate the chargeable income. Okay, total annual income subtract with the tax exemption and the tax relief. Next, calculate income tax. To calculate income tax, you follow by this table. This table no need to remember because question you'll be given the table. Okay, they will cut off, okay, in the small parts. Okay, in question that is talking about tax, for income tax. Income tax like this. Your first, okay, for example, your chargeable income is this one 40,000. 40,000 is this range. So on the first 35,000, okay, your first tax is 600 ringgit. Your next balance, okay, by subtracting your chargeable income, your 40,000 minus with 35,000, the remaining balance will times with the rate, and the answer that is for your the second tax. Okay, the next balance, but not this one, remember, not this one. Okay, and after that, this one you will calculate as for income tax, for your base tax and your balance tax. Then you subtract by the tax rebate. Okay, if the taxpayer, okay, if the chargeable income does not exceed 35,000, okay, you have the 400 ringgit for tax rebate. And if you are Muslim citizens, okay, if you pay zakat or fitrah, the amount you paid is your tax rebate. Okay, is your tax rebate. So if your tax rebate you have 400, if your chargeable income is less than 35,000, if not, is not eligible for the 400 ringgit. And last thing, you need to calculate, okay, the income tax payable. Okay, chargeable income already calculate, and the tax on first RM. Need to refer the table, and next balance, okay, chargeable income subtract with the next RMX, okay, times with the Y%. Eligible rebate, okay, 400 ringgit in the chargeable income is less than or equal to 35,000, or and zakat. Income tax payable, your first balance plus your next balance, okay, tax on the next balance and subtract with the tax rebate. Untuk bahasa Melayu di sini, pendapatan cukai, okay, sama dengan jumlah pendapatan, okay, tolak dengan pengecualian cukai, tolak dengan pelepasan tahunan cukai. Okay, then cukai bagi ANW pertama, rujuk jadual. Cukai atas bagi berikutnya, okay, pendapatan bercukai tolak dengan AMX seterusnya dikali dengan Y%. Rebat yang layak, okay, 400 jika pendapatan bercukai, okay, kurang atau sama dengan daripada 35,000 atau dan zakat. Cukai pendapatan yang perlu dibayar, cukai pertama tambah dengan cukai atas bagi ditolak dengan berapa cukai. Ini adalah, okay, cara untuk mengira cukai pendapatan yang perlu dibayar. This is how the things going on. And later on, okay, let's say, okay, let's say this PCB, let's say you don't have enough money to pay all the taxes. So how? So you can pay the money, okay, in every month by using this one, money tax deduction. So every month you pay in a certain amount. I pay 300 ringgit every month. So 300 times 12, I have 36,000. If, okay, when I do know what is my tax amount, my income tax payable, okay, if I pay the PCB I paid, okay, can cover my tax payable. Congratulations, the excess deduction will be refunded by IRB to our bank account. But if the tax payable is more than the PCB, so the insufficient tax payment must be made to IRB. So the insufficient payment, we need to pay the money to the IRB. Okay, this is for PCB. Usually PCB is made for yourself, in your own decision, in the mode that you do know. You just pay on it, but you do know. But you paid or in asset amount, okay, the thing you refund to your bank account. This is how the things going on. You already married, okay, your wife or your husband, okay, together, calculate tax. You have two assessment can use. Either you can use joint tax or separate tax. Joint tax means wife and husband both have combined their income together and calculate the tax income payable. But I prefer in separate tax assessment because it is very cheap. It's cheaper than you join together your income and all the things as join together. Separate tax can help us to jimat lebih banyak. Kamu boleh pergi cuba cek buku teks sebab question asking, selain joint tax assessment, mana tafsiran yang lebih sesuai untuk husband and wife? Separate tax assessment is most acceptable, most suitable for the husband and wife. Okay, this is for Malay version. English, this one Chinese version. That is all from the income tax. Now we go on for road tax. Okay, remember, if you didn't pay anything, you have the penalty, the punishment. Tax evasion, you have the punishment. Okay, road tax. Road tax will be calculated by how is your engine capacity. How much is your engine capacity? Higher engine capacity, road tax will be higher according to the rate. The table is given, okay, but sometimes you will change different. Okay, you change one. Okay, in textbook are given, but I don't use that because sometimes you change, sometimes you'll be same. Okay, the calculation is same like insurance, auto insurance, also same like the one income tax, but there's some changes inside when you calculate the road tax. Next, property assessment tax is more easy. Property assessment tax, quick rent, and also for the sales tax, service tax is the most easiest because there's only two things only. All the amount is given, but calculate for property assessment tax. Okay, so property assessment tax equal to the tax rate times with the annual value in 1 year. Okay, what is your annual value? Okay, and that property times with the rate, that is your jumlah cukai pintu. Okay, this is for property assessment tax. You just know this calculation just enough. Okay, the one behind, I think this one is the property assessment tax. Okay, the bill will be record. Okay, in this month and this month, this month to this month. Okay, what amount to pay for the tax? This amount to this amount, what amount to pay? This is for property assessment tax. Okay, either in paper or in online. This one is for quick rent. Quick rent is quick rent rate per unit area times with the total area. Okay, the bigger the area, the higher the quick rent. Okay, you can say like that. Okay, quick rent is like cukai tanah. Okay, cukai tanah is for the negeri, for your negeri state. Okay, pejabat negeri. Okay, it's not by the MBS or MBPJ or that. Okay, this is for quick rent. That is how the calculation going on. Okay, for sales tax, service tax, okay, they have different things. Okay, for sales tax rate, okay, sometimes 5%, sometimes 10%, sometimes can be more higher. For service tax, only 6%. This part, okay, question came out in different way. Okay, sometimes came out, okay, Amin, he stay at a hotel for 2 nights. The first night, there's not tax is subject. There's not tax subjected. Sometimes, in second night, okay, the tax subjected. And also the electricity bill, electricity bill, water bill also different tariff, different price, different tariff, different price. Oh my god, that is very, each different tariff, their own rate, own calculation. But remember, okay, you need to see the question carefully. Okay, in our notes here, our practice and our trial question here is more focusing on all the rates. Okay, whether it's road tax, sales tax, service tax, PCP, all that we all included inside. So all the practice here we have 6 questions, and trial paper each year 2025, 2024 and 2023 have 3 questions. Okay, the question is choose by me. Okay, I choose the question according important, and sometimes the question will came out in your exam. Okay, I cannot say that, but sometimes you came out. Income tax, I'm sure you came out because there is a lot of type of question you can ask lah for the income tax, road tax, property assessment tax, quick rent. These 3 questions, or the sales tax one, these 4 questions can be rotated sometimes. Okay, can be asked one of it, or can be asked in 2 or 3. Okay, but you can say that is the marks given in the chapter is higher, sometimes is not quite higher. Okay, so I rely to focus on this chapter to answer the question from this chapter, okay, compared to other chapter. So in our conclusion, taxation, we have 5 taxation, basic tax, and if you didn't pay the tax, you have the consequence of tax evasion. And sometimes all the tax will be calculated, okay, for the 5 taxes, and also solving problems. So that's all from today. Our taxation is just a simple chapter. Okay, that's all from here. If you want to join our one-to-one tuition class, kindly you can WhatsApp my phone number. And also, okay, if you want to learn more about this chapter, like how to do the question, all that, okay, you can refer to me in my WhatsApp number. I will teach you, I will go through one by one how to calculate all the things, okay, how to answer all the questions. So that's all from today. We will see in the next class. Goodbye.